time, but there's something about us.
Yep. And focus, hit me up. Hit me up and focus. Cause I'm about to look, I'm about to ball it. You can tell by the title what we were talking about. It is Hippie Talks. And Hippie talks about her spiritual journey, aka me. I'm Hippie, I'm her. So I'm a little nervous because it's been a little while since I've been in front of a camera by myself. But you guys just don't care. You guys are like, bitch, talk. So I'm gonna get to the point. So actually, like I said, you can tell by the title, this is about my spiritual journey. So I just want to give you guys a brief understanding of why I went on this typical type of spiritual journey and would look for the things that I would look for, and just really had a one-on-one with my faith and everything around me. In 2019, a lot really happened for me, and good and bad, but I feel like that's all a part of the process. I don't look at things sad anymore. I just look at things a part of the journey to unlocking myself. So I got my wine here because I'm a bit nervous, guys. Because I didn't write any.
Just a little though. Don't overdo. Don't overdo.
Writing down. This is just me talking to you guys. Me just talking off the top of my head, talking about this topic. So towards the end of 2019, it got really bumpy for me. Very bumpy. I was going through a lot of silent battles, and I'm a Pisces with a Taurus moon. And those are just two signs that just rather deal with their problems their fucking self instead of talk to anyone. And baby, I carry both of those heavy. So I went through a lot towards the end of 2019. I didn't start 2020 bad though. I didn't, and I was so grateful for that. Really, it was just more so a battle with myself. A lot of times we feel like we're really focused on ourselves, and we're really not. We're focused on a lot of other things that don't have anything to do with us. And so we end up beating at other people's drums, their own. And then when we realize, wait, I have just not been living for myself right now in this moment. I am just not in a really good space. That's when you're just like, something gotta change, right? So yeah, that was me. I started a business. And you guys will see that at the end. But I not only started a business, I been here. Just like I said, I moved out. Just a lot of things. And you know, we're not gonna harbor on that negative side of those things, because those things are what brought me here to talk about this thing. So that was just a brief summary. So basically, I started this spiritual journey of mine, and I really just wanted to get right with my spirit, my soul, everything, you guys, from the chakras, baby, right down to the third eye, everything, right down to the soul. Like, I felt like my spirit needed this wash, like literally a wash. And not only did my spirit need it, my body needed. What a lot of people don't realize is when this and your spirit and your soul isn't right, it will reflect on your face. It will reflect on your face. It will reflect on your body. It will reflect on everything, because it takes a toll. Like, your mental and your soul really will be the results of your outside body. And not a lot of people realize that a lot. You know, especially just like what you just eat. Even eating different types of food can affect your soul and can affect your mood. It can affect your mind. And a lot of people just don't realize that shit. And you have to realize that. And not drinking enough water itself can really affect, once again, your soul and your mind. And that all comes out, like, on your face. Like, that all comes out on your face. That all shows, like, with your glow. That all shows. Like, that shit shows. And you don't deserve that. Don't the people around you deserve that type of energy around them? And you don't deserve to have that type of energy. So basically, my soul just really needed a wash. So guess what we did, girl? We went to take her to the car wash. Yeah, we would take her to the car wash. And y'all, when I say this journey has not been the easiest, but what journey is, but it's definitely been worth it. It's definitely been worth it. I'm still in the process of learning some things. Got real spirit with it. I got real spirit with it. I did, though. I really did. I'm trying to remember, like, how I started. I really just started reading. I'm a reader. And if you're like me and you're a reader, read. read what you can read the most. And I just started reading. I took control of that whole aspect of you can change your Explorer page to whatever you like. So I took control of that, and like my Explorer page is just full of shit that is just really positive, and not only positive but for learning experience about things that I particularly like. I honestly don't see things on my Explorer page that are negative. So of course, like I said, I started just reading a lot of books. I really started just getting into it. I didn't even really tell my friends or even anyone else, because honestly, this was one thing about a spiritual journey is you're gonna have to go on it alone. Sometimes we don't want to do that because it's a lot of work, and in that work process, a lot of things happen. You start to realize your negative aspects that are just very toxic. Not only that, you start realizing some of the people you're with don't match the vibe that you're now creating. So boundaries, like everything you once thought you healed from or battled, you didn't. Like going on a journey like this really tests if you really battled the things you said you battled. Like really, like I said. So I started with this lovely book. It's called Womankind. It's actually not even a book, it's a magazine, and it's basically about Western women in India and their spiritual journey and how they just healed from really dark times. And I'm not talking about like, oh, she got fat, dark. Like, no, dark. It's pretty fucking dark in some of these stories. They're pretty fucked up. But really, I really just sat down. As you can tell, they have these really cool like drawings, these really cool messages. They just tell you different things, and I like this one particular because like I said, it's all woman magazine, and it's called Womankind. It's all woman magazine, and like I said, it just teaches you basically your self-worth, your journey, and to also appreciate like your life. You know, a lot of other people in this world have it so much harder, and you know, your problems are probably something you can't control, and that is the biggest thing as humans we have a problem with. We think we can control every aspect of every centimeter of our life. Things that happen that are out of your control and you have nothing you can do about it, but your reaction and how you handle that is the key. And that's what a lot of humans mess up at, because instead of worrying about controlling the situation, control your reaction. Control how you're going to handle the situation and change it into a different situation. And that is like a really main key. Like I said, a lot of us skip. On to the next book. I also started with this book, and this book, and then this book. So that magazine turned into like 3 different books. This book actually is really good. It's called How to Be Calm, and it's by Anna Barnes, and it's actually a really good book, you guys. It's a 3-part series. It's called How to Be Calm, How to Be Mindful, and How to Be Nice. And when I say, you guys, this is like a really good, I really recommend this for people who don't like to read but like to read, but they don't just like boring pages. Like they like drawings and stuff. And what I love about her book is it's more so like little affirmations and little positive things that you could read, and really breaks down stuff, and it's so cute, and the drawings are so amazing. Like this one says, focus on where you're going, not what you have left behind. Like, and it just teaches you how to be calm in so many different situations. Check that out, you guys. The reason why I'm starting off with the books is because the books really will help you if you're a reader. Like if you're a reader, really get into your books. You guys, The Alchemist is a great ass book, and what I like about this book is you could relate to it. It could go over your head, but if you take your time and actually read it, you can relate to it. And basically all those books unlocked a whole nother world for me once I finally got through them. And what it unlocked is me how to meditate properly, me how to do yoga properly, me how to unlock my chakras, me sitting down, visualizing and manifesting, and actually having visions and having somewhat of out-of-body experiences. And I just want to say, y'all, when you get into it, it's crazy. Like it really blows your mind. That's, yeah. So basically, the real book that helped me really get there was this one called Meditation. It's actually a buku series of books. They have meditations, they have crystals, they have tarot reading cards, they have palm readings, aromatherapy, and it breaks it down. Like, it breaks it down. Like, it breaks it down how to properly meditate and to focus and not worry about the itch. And it also tells you about good plant-based incense that you can burn in your home. They tell you how to use proper breathing for yoga. What a lot of people don't know with yoga is you have to have proper breathing. You can't just be like no, you have to actually have a count step breathing. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Unlocking your chakras. If you are one of those people who are into chakras, if you don't know what chakras is, I will add an image right here. So chakra, it's your body. And basically what it is, each chakra has a different color. And I love to start from your crown whenever you're opening your chakras, and then you want to go all the way down to the bottom. And then when closing your chakras, you're basically going to go backwards. You're going to close it from the bottom, and you're going to bring it. You don't have to do it like that. I do it like that, and it really does help. It really is something extraordinary once you reach that level and stuff, because you really don't understand it until you read it, until you actually look into it. And basic lessons. Now I'm going to talk about the lessons that I've learned from this spiritual journey. The lessons I have learned from this spiritual journey is like, we're all not as patient as we really think we are. We're all not as durable as we think we are. A lot of times we mask our toxicness with saying that's just how we are, and people just have to get used to that. And no one has to get used to shit. You either gonna grow up and take accountability for whatever has happened in your life, from the traumas on to now, and heal from that. Like, no one deserves to sit down and just deal with it, and you don't deserve to just deal with it. Like, y'all gonna stop telling motherfuckers to deal with it, because ain't no one has to deal with the shit. Like, that is one thing I definitely learned in the spiritual journey, that you don't have to deal with rat's ass shit. Like, that's the whole point of boundaries. Boundaries is to sit down and let a nigga know, hey, I'm crossing the line. Don't cross this line, because if you cross this line, I'm not gonna talk to you again. And motherfuckers usually cross the line because they don't know boundaries, because they've never experienced that. And you gotta let motherfuckers know, like, hey, I'm a person with boundaries. So what you gonna do about it? Boundaries is for anybody. Anybody can get these boundaries, period. Period. Boundaries, and that is just how you should be in life, because it's for your mental state and sanity, and it's just to make sure that you're okay. Like, you always have to protect your neck, and I learned that as well on this journey. Like, being selfish isn't selfish. That can go over your head, but being selfish isn't selfish. It isn't. Deciding that you need to worry about yourself and get yourself together does not mean that that's being selfish. But I also think that when you're getting yourself together, learn to take accountability. Like, don't sit down and blame others for other reasons because of something that you could have taken into your own hands, but because of that, you choose to worry about something else. You can't. No one puts a gun to anyone nowadays unless it's actually deliberately. Accountability is real. Don't sit down and blame others because of something that didn't get done that you could have taken care of from day one. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. We're all grown in this table. So if you really wanted it, it would have got done. That would have been the first thing that would have got done. And I had to learn that myself. Accountability is very real, and a lot of motherfuckers don't want to do it. And I hate the fact that people are starting to make accountability be like, you hold a grudge. No, I don't hold a grudge. I just hold a people accountable.
No, I don't hold a grudge. I just hold a people accountable.
There's a difference. Get it right. And I've noticed people don't like being held accountable. And it's crazy because I didn't like it, and now I see why people didn't like it. But it's like, no, like, but I also see why it's so important for people to know to be accountable, because you can't just have people going around thinking that this is okay and they can just do this to anybody. No. 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 It breaks it down. Definitely recommend them. And it also has, I told y'all, it has, like, y'all need to sponsor me. Y'all need to hit up In Focus. Y'all got the same mouth? Yeah, y'all need to hit up In Focus. Y'all hit me up. In focus, hit me up. Hit me up in focus. Because I'm about to look, I'm about to ball on your whole collection. This is the crystals. This is something else I've learned. I've learned crystals, you guys. Y'all. And with the sheets. So, let's get into the crystals now that we're talking about the crystals. Matter of fact, should I just sit down and talk about the chakras? Yeah. I'm going to get back into the chakras. So, and these are all the chakras. And it's in this book. And we'll talk about the chakras and the crystals right quick. So, for your crown chakra, it is really good if you're gonna do anything to unlock your crown chakra. I really recommend that you get a crystal quartz. Keep it by your side. And then if you're trying to unlock the brow chakra, which is right here, your brow chakra is basically your third eye. For anyone, if you hear anyone say brow chakra, that's basically your third eye. That's how you can kind of remember it. It's like right dab in the middle. This is what unlocks it all. And if you're like me, I usually like to focus on my third eye whenever I meditate. So it's really good to sit down and keep like a lapis, an amethyst by you. Like, it's really good, you guys. And I even show you pictures. Like, look how really good. I've learned so much. I'm lost in things, gain more things. That's usually how it happens. A lot of times you feel like you're going 2 steps back instead of like 4 steps forward, and you're really not. You're actually going 4 steps forward. It's just those 4 steps just aren't that hard. It's just unlocking you that much. It's peeling off almost however old you are of what you once thought was okay, what you once thought everything was okay, basically. It's taking all of that off. It's not taking just a 1 month span of your thinking. Like, no, it's taking off however many years you have been on this earth, how you have fell asleep. It is taking off all those years of the self-doubt, all those years of you talking bad about yourself, all those years of you just wishing all these negative things into the universe. It's taking off all that, and that's why it hurts. That's why it's not as shiny and cute as people think it is, and that's why a lot of people don't usually do it, because it really peels you back. It really peels you like a banana. Like, it really peels you. Like, really, it's worth it. I recommend, if you are thinking about getting into this, or thinking about really just trying to find yourself, and just not even this, like just in general, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Catholic, whether you're Baptist, no matter what you are, just really trying to just get into your faith and get your spirit right. You deserve to have a good spirit. You deserve for your energy to be clean, non-deserve motivation. You deserve to speak highly of yourself. You deserve to speak highly of those that are in the presence of you. You know, that energy that we all know you can radiance, keep radiating it. Only get shinier with it, you know, only get brighter with that shit. Negative get in your mind, you won't even speak negative of yourself. And that's something else I learned, speaking negative about yourself. And a lot of people don't realize, just making those harsh, dark jokes about yourself is speaking negative, and you're speaking that on yourself. Sitting down saying all the time you're broke, you're gonna always be broke, because you're speaking that you're broke so much that you're always gonna be broke. Saying that you're ugly all the time, you're gonna always think you're ugly all the time, because you're sitting down saying that you're ugly all the time. So guess what? You're ugly, but you're not. And it's really all those little things into consideration. And I really just made this video to talk to you guys, to let you guys know, like I said, if you're interested, you know, I love conversations like this. You could talk to me if you have questions. We're both still learning. I made this video to let you guys know that don't ever feel like you can't start anew. Don't ever feel like you can't re-fall in love with yourself after all the mistakes you've made and after all the words you've said, because you can. If I can do it, anyone can do it. You have to be willing to let go of negative and nasty things so you can flourish in a way that you never thought you could.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us, huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Seeking out this wash for my spirit and soul has made me realize that. And yeah, well, that's it, you guys. So I hope you guys have a nice day. I hope you enjoy everything.